Hello there. Now I want to show you how to use three sets of tools. Now we're going to talk about these tools here, this set of tools here called the line tools. I'm also going to talk about this tool here called width tool, and I'm also going to talk about the shape builder tool. Now let's start with the line tool. Line tool, you just come and select, just draw a line. It will just come like that. You can also draw an arc. You just hold and click and hold so that you can see the other tools. You can also draw an arc like that. You can also draw something like this one here, a spiral, as you can see there. You can also draw a rectangle grid. I'll just go to this artboard here. You can draw a rectangle grid. Before you release your mouse, always play around with these arrow keys in your keyboard. So if you take them lower or sideways, you can either reduce them or increase them. So you can play around with that. So you can always do that with that. You can also draw polar grid. You can just draw it here like this. If you want it to be perfect, always I told you to use the shift key. So I'll just do like that. So you can draw all these aspects here, the spiral and the rest. Now I'll jump to this width tool. I'll just click it and you see what it does to these lines. For example, if I click here and I just hold upon and drag, you see it expands it, and you see here it activates the stroke commands. You can always experiment with these ones here. Maybe if you come to uniform here and maybe now we do this, can you play around with that like that? Can play around with that like that. Yeah, that's what you can do with this with tool. Also it also applies here. You see what you can do. You can make a horn, something like a horn like that. It's very easy. Let me try this one here. Maybe I just come to the width tool here, and maybe you see you can create you can easily manipulate aspects like that. Then we have warp tool. There are so many tools, just like from the word. You can easily maybe if I just draw another line here, let me try this, see what happens, see what it does. Maybe you are drawing something like a river. You can easily create some meandering around like that. So you can experiment with all this. There's even this crystal, especially if maybe you want something like a spark. Maybe you have drawn a rectangle like this, and you want something like a spark, and you make sure it is filled. Maybe I fill it with the blue, and you want something like a spark. I'll just do like that. You can create something like maybe a spark, maybe a blast, something like that. So you can experiment with all this. So that's how to use the line tools. And this one, where is it? This one here, the width tool. The next tool I want to show you is this one here, shape builder tool. Is a very key tool, especially if you are drawing mathematical diagrams. For example, I can draw two circles here. Maybe I want to draw two perfect circles like this. Remember, you're holding shift when you're drawing a circle. I'll increase the stroke so that you see the circle if it's visible. Then I'll draw another circle again. I'll draw another circle. I'll just make sure the circle is somewhere. Now, I'll select the circles like this and then come to this shape builder tool. Then I'll just drag like that. It will combine the circles into one shape, just like you have seen there. I'll try another one. Maybe draw this time draw another circle, a perfect circle also. Then I'm going to duplicate it. Remember, if you're duplicating, you hold down Alt key while you drag. It will duplicate the circle. I'll select again. You make sure you select all the shapes are selected. Then you come to the shape builder tool. This time you see this plus here, it shows you want to combine these shapes. But if I hold down Alt key, it shows me I want to subtract. So I'll just click this one here and this one here. Then you can easily remain with this shape here. So you can use it to create shapes, to subtract shapes, and what have you. Let's try to make something perfect. Let me draw a circle like this, and maybe let me increase it by size. Let me position it like that. Let me draw another circle like this. Let me draw a perfect circle. I'll hold shift. Then I'll bring this circle here like that. Try to expand it. It will snap at the center like that. I'll do this, duplicate the circle like that. Yeah. Then what am I going to do? Now, after drawing these two circles like this, what you do next is very simple. You come and choose this line here. Draw it to separate right in the middle. Make sure you hold shift key so that it becomes straight. The next thing I'm going to do, I'll come back to the selection tool. I just point somewhere in my mouse, drag, hold, and do that. I'll come to the shape builder tool here, click it. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to subtract some places here so that you get what I'm talking about. It means this line is not like that. So what am I going to do? I'm going to extend it. For you to select the line only, you'll just click here. Let me click the line. Yeah. So it totally separates like that. So I'll come again, select everything, come to the shape builder tool. Now you see it selects sections of the item. So what am I going to do? I'm going to hold Alt, subtract these aspects here. It has gone with that one. Then I'm going to also I'm going to remove this one here. So Alt, you can see there. Then now I'll click outside. If you remove that line, you see what you remain. You can remain with that shape. So if you don't want that line, you just delete it. Then there we are. Yeah, you can see. Now you can create such a shape. You can create a very perfect shape, but I'm just trying to hurry up because of this tutorial. It doesn't take so much time. Anyways, that is how to use this kind of tools. You can use the line tools to create shapes. You can also use the shape builder tool to do that. Yeah, you can use all these shapes here, shape builder and the rest, just to create simple tools. Remember, a shape builder, you can subtract or add shapes as you wish. I'll show you more tools, how you can use more tools, how you can combine these tools to come up with shapes. See you in the next session.